Welcome, Nerd Nation, to this latest edition of the Sports Nerd Show. We are a collection of sports nerds whose mission is to bring you as much sports talk as allows over the next 60 minutes. Although we will strive to be highly informative and equally as entertaining over the next hour, we must warn you that there may be some cuss words along the way. But we don't give a damn because that is the way most humans in the real world tend to talk, and we, the sports nerds, are no exception. So without further ado, Nerd Nation, sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride as I present to you the founder and host of this crazy-ass show, Scott, the Sports Nerd Wright.
Elliot, what's going on?
Whoops. My bad. Go ahead.
That was the outro. That's all right.
Hang on, we'll play that soon enough.
All right, I gotta be able to share this, right? Come on now. Maybe not. It won't let me show. There it is.
Oh, I don't know why you're on my freaking computer speakers.
Okay. That doesn't work. There we go.
Let's see.
Bam. All right. All right. Let's do that, and let's do that, and we're good to go. We're live, Elliot. Ladies and gentlemen. We're live, Elliot.
There we go.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Now I can hear you.
I'm coming in. I'm hearing myself again, Elliot.
Are you there?
All right. Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
No, I can't hear you.
You can't hear me? You're lying through your freaking teeth.
Hang on.
Anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Sunday night, June 14th, 2026. And my co-host tonight is just going to be my co-host tonight. There will be no living with this man until the fall when the NBA season for 26 and 27 starts. But that's okay. Congratulations to the Knicks. And
when the rings are
your
passed out
MVP is hanging above your shoulder there.
Both my MVPs right here.
Yeah, as you mentioned in the green room, it went longer than you thought so because Trump showed up to one game, and that's the only game the Knicks lost.
Yep. That MAGA motherfucker knows how to fuck shit up for everybody, don't he?
Right. So where are you? Are you still in Arizona, or are you in Georgia?
I'm in Atlanta.
You're in Atlanta?
Mm-hmm. If I was in Arizona, I wouldn't be in no damn hotel.
I know. Welcome back to the East Coast and the Eastern time zone, sir.
Eastern time zone.
Yep.
Yeah, it's I delivered as promised. I took a picture of Atlanta Stadium. So
good. You can share that you can share that with us later.
As proof.
Right. That would be the Mercedes-Benz Dome in Atlanta, Georgia.
They call it Atlanta Stadium.
Really?
Yeah.
Even though there's a great big Mercedes logo on the side of it? Really?
Don't ask me, man. This is not my town.
All right. So let's leave the floor open to you, sir. What do you take away from the finals? Even though we know the Knicks won, there was some rambunctious actions going on in New York City last night.
Oh,
buses were being set on fire. Somebody got shot. There were like 60 arrests in New York City. So New York will be New York, I guess, right?
Well, you know what, and honestly, that's unfair because New York gets that rap, and I'm not going to say they don't deserve it, but it's not like they're the only fan base that has.
Oh no! Remember Vancouver when they won the San Jose Cup? Vancouver was set on fire.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's all of them.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah.
Philly, when Philly won the damn Super Bowl.
Yep.
What the hell happened?
Yep.
Okay, so I don't want to hear that shit about New York this, New York that. Fuck all of y'all. They're not from New York. And don't criticize the ones that never been there.
All right. Well, after 53 years, New York deserves it. I'm not going to say they don't. New York, the Knicks are actually, of all the teams in New York, they're the only team I like. So, but that's okay.
Well, honestly, it's like they were saying last night on ESPN and a few other people. Look, the Yankees and all that. We don't have a football team in New York because they play in New Jersey, and the Islanders, Rangers, whatever. And the New York is about, man. When it comes down to it, New York is about the Knicks. Did you see all the fans at the game last night?
Yeah.
Even though San Antonio tried to pull this little block ticket thing.
Yeah, well, Spike Lee was dancing and he was dancing on the floor. So I mean, he was there.
It was like half Knicks fans. Okay, so that and fuck what Wembanyama too, that little crybaby bitch.
Yeah, I know, but you know what? The Knicks fans, they travel very well. They really do. Because they normally can't afford to get into the MSG, so they got to go on the road to be able to afford to go to a game.
And I'm sorry, but the NBA needs to put bubble wrap around Wembanyama because they seem to protect the fuck out of him every single time.
Really?
That that 3-pointer that Brunson shot, and Wembanyama came down on his foot in the landing zone.
Found him, yeah. You got 3 free throws and made all 3.
Yeah, but that should have been a flagrant foul. But the NBA did that. Because a flagrant foul meant that Wembanyama was going to get suspended.
Yeah.
So if the San Antonio would have won last night, which is what the NBA was wanting,
there wouldn't be there would not be a game 6 for Webby.
There wouldn't be exactly.
Yeah.
There wouldn't have been a game 5 for him if they would have called the Brunson thing when he threw Brunson to the ground in game 3.
Right.
Okay, so yeah. If to this point, nobody believes that the NBA strategizes in ways to protect certain players and certain franchises.
Well, right now,
the Knicks are not one of them.
Well, and supposedly Wembanyama is now the face of the NBA, so they're going to do everything they can to protect.
Yeah, well, the NBA is in trouble because Wembanyama is slowly becoming a villain. He's so slowly getting a reputation as a dirty player.
Yep.
Okay. And is that what the NBA wants as the face?
No.
You might as well make Draymond Green the face of the NBA.
Jesus God.
Why don't we do that? Why don't we make Mike Greenberg the face of ESPN?
Oh, God. He already is. He would have punk ass.
I'm just saying. Wembanyama, youngster, I get it. He's immature, lacking maturity in a major way. Yeah. Because this little thing that he did on the court the other night when he was in
yeah.
I didn't see him doing much of that when they were walking off the court after blowing a 29-point lead.
No, but he was whining after the game at the press conference. So
he was whining all the freaking time.
Yep.
That's a big, goofy-ass 7'5" motherfucker. All he does is cry.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And to me, that's a bunch of bullshit.
Well, he'll mature and eventually learn not to be like that. But that's just. But right now, he's just.
Now, would he have been like that if Popovich was his coach?
Probably not. But Pop is recovering from stroke, and he's probably never.
Well, I understand that, but I'm just saying I don't think Mitch Johnson has control over his fucking players. And honestly, after what they showed that as a young team they could get off to a fast start. But they couldn't finish.
They could get a lead, but they couldn't hold on to
it. They trailed by double digits, and they led by double digits in every single game.
Yep. I remember looking at the score, and they were up like 31-19 or something like that at one point. And I'm like, all right, well, let's see what happens, in the fourth quarter. Yep.
I think they led in with the last 2 minutes of every fourth quarter.
Yeah.
And honestly, they probably would have won that third game if it wasn't for Trump being there.
Right. And Brett wants to know if you think that Wemby put his foot in the way on purpose.
Whether he did it on purpose or not, he committed a flagrant foul by landing in the landing zone.
Yep.
They just called that recently against the Knicks.
Right.
When somebody landed in the landing zone. That rule was put in years ago when Zaza Pachulia did it to what's his name? Leonard. Kawhi. They put that rule in after that play because it cost Kawhi the rest of the playoff series. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He got injured. He couldn't play again.
Right.
So they put that rule in. And then last night it was only obvious because, I mean, even I don't know how Brunson didn't get injured, but you see the way his ankle rolled, it could have been a serious injury.
Yep.
And they weren't calling it.
No.
They were protecting that fool.
Right. They are protecting him, and they're. Well,
let's not be so obvious about it, though.
Well, and they're protecting him like they did LeBron back in the day too, when he was the hottest thing on wheels. So, but you know what? The kid needs to learn to be humble. He needs to learn that talking shit about people is not the way to go, and whining and complaining about every little detail is not the way to go. So, you know what? He's only 22 years old. He'll learn eventually. Okay.
Eventually.
But this year wasn't that year. So,
but it's like they told him in the interviews last night. There's been a lot of great players that took a long time to get a championship, and some that didn't.
Right.
So, right. I mean, for you to make it this far is impressive, but it's not a surprise that your team being inexperienced,
right,
and him as well, because the only one there that had any championship experience was De'Aaron Fox.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you could tell that in the end, the youngsters were starting to lose their minds. Stephon Castle wasn't playing right. You know what I'm saying? The sixth man of the year never showed up.
Right.
What's his name? Johnson or Jackson or whatever. I don't know. The only one that I think was consistent throughout that whole thing for San Antonio was that kid Dylan Harper, Ron Harper's son.
Right.
I think he should be one of 3 protected players on that squad, and the rest of the squad on San Antonio, they need to retool.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right.
And trust me, the Knicks won the championship and all that, but they'll look at their roster this offseason. And or two, depending on contracts and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
But, I mean, it was just amazing to see something pretty much my whole life I've been waiting for.
Well, the last year they won was 73. And, you know, you were just a kid back in 73, just like me.
I was 12 years old.
Right.
But
so Brett says Fox forgot how to shoot and forgot how to hold on to the ball late in games with seconds left. Well, that could be said about the entire team.
But the thing is, he thought he could outrace Anunoby to the basket.
Yeah. Well, not only that, in game four, instead of just running the clock out,
that's the one I'm talking about.
The Spurs just went after threes and went after just try to, when they were up by 29 points, they went after the threes and it
was like Barkley was saying, "What the hell do you shoot to 8 threes in a row for?"
Right. I mean, and they said,
well, you know why?
Instead of working the clock and trying to get in the paint, they were throwing up threes and like, what the hell are you doing? You got a 30-point lead. Why you going for threes?
You know why?
Why?
Because they fell in love with what they did in the first half.
I got you.
You see, they were making all those threes in the first half, and they thought, "Oh, it's just gonna continue." When you get that hot, and then you have to take a break, which was halftime.
Yep.
That could turn around and bite you.
Yep.
It's just like with the Knicks getting the long breaks in between series. They fell behind Cleveland by 22 in one game. They fell behind 29 and 16, and they were behind a lot against San Antonio.
Well, San Antonio was ahead 72% of the time in all 5 games.
But in the end, the Knicks they had so much fight. And I'm sorry, but the one thing that San Antonio didn't have, Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, Brunson was the spur killer. He really was.
I mean,
and I can't. You know what? I can't feel bad for it because you know what? Brunson is a very likable player. I mean,
he's very humble.
Even Karl-Anthony Towns is likable. So I mean, it's I'm not.
They're all likable. Anunoby's likable.
Yeah. You know what?
As humble as he is.
And then again, like I said, I'm not pissed off the Knicks won because everybody on that team is likable. And you know what? Their head coach
is likable.
The Cavs head coach.
Yeah. So, and he was there when the Cavs won the championship
in 2016.
Back in 16.
Yeah.
So wasn't Richard Jefferson?
I don't feel mad. I don't feel pissed off.
Wasn't Richard Jefferson on that team?
I don't remember.
Yeah, he was because he was in the announcer in the final, one of the announcers, color commentators.
Yeah,
but
all I remember is LeBron doing this to Tristan Thompson. That's all I remember. This is it.
Yeah, he was on that team, and that's it. Still, that's the only team that's ever come back from a 3-1 deficit.
Yep.
It's 1-38 now, the record.
Yep.
So you guys got that to hold on to.
Yep. Knicks finished with the largest point differential in a single postseason, plus 283 in NBA history.
Plus 283, and they played what? 15-1. They played 18 games.
The first 2 series.
They played 18 games.
Yeah. They lost 1 game to.
They lost 2 games to Atlanta and 1 game to San Antonio.
Okay. Yeah, and they swept the Cavaliers
and the Sixers.
Right?
Well, they won 15-1 after they lost those 2 games to Atlanta.
Right. And the reason why they lost that game is because Trump was in the building.
Yeah, exactly.
And for those wondering, we don't care about the UFC event tonight. Could care less about it. I hope the weather.
People tried to stop
cancels it. Yeah, I hope the weather cancels it. That's just me.
Well, and then it's funny because he goes to the Knicks game. He causes all this disturbance, and then he
blocked off like 5 square blocks around the arena. I mean, all the businesses in that area that can make money for the games, they didn't make a dime because they were forced to close down because he was there.
And what was he doing while he was there? Sleeping.
Punk ass motherfucker.
He went to an NBA Finals game, disrupted the whole damn process so that he could take a nap.
It's great because there's been a lot of memes and a lot of posts this week about what happened when Obama went to an NBA Finals after he was out of office, and there was nothing. Nobody. He wasn't dumb enough to go to a finals game or a playoff game while he was in office. That he knew that would be stupid. That's why he didn't. That's why he never did it.
No president ever went to an NBA Finals.
No, not until now.
Yeah.
So
would be in the middle of everything. That's his problem. He has to insert himself everywhere.
It's all about him.
And that's the way he lives his life.
That's the way it's been for his entire 80 years on this planet. And I'm not wishing the motherfucker a happy birthday either. Go fuck yourself, Trump.
Yeah. As far as I'm concerned, he shouldn't have any more. But
let me bring up a couple other things while we're here. Alden Smith passed away this week, Elliot.
I knew that's the first thing you were going to talk about. Alden Smith. What a waste of a potential Hall of Fame.
He was number 7 overall in 2011 in the draft. He was 36 years old, so I think he'd already retired.
Well, he had to retire because nobody was gonna pay him to play anymore.
And one thing I saw today was that an hour before he was found dead, he delivered 10 pizzas to a child's charity somewhere.
Do they know what he died of?
10 pizzas he brought to some child's charity, and an hour after that, he was found. They had not announced the cause of death yet. I'm thinking maybe it was a suicide, but that's just me. I don't want to speculate on that though.
Suicide or OD?
Yeah. So, he was a really good player. He really was. He played with the Niners and the Raiders.
He was a potential Hall of Famer until he kamikazed his career with his off-field antics.
Yeah. So, I mean, just
it's a shame. I mean, you see, those are the kinds of things that are shocking. When you say, "Oh, this person died and they were 800 years old," okay, they were 800. That's why they died.
Right. The 36. That's a different story. Right?
That's a different story.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That to me is an.
Do you have any interest whatsoever in the World Cup?
No. Matter of fact, this whole town is buzzing about it because they're getting ready to come in this week, the World Cup.
Yeah.
And it's going to be chaotic up in this place. I was like, I'm leaving just in time.
Yeah, I have no interest. I'm sorry. I could care less.
Oh, I could care. I could care less about soccer, period.
I've never loved soccer. I've hated it. So I have no interest. Game 6 tonight, NHL final. They're in Vegas, I think. Carolina in Vegas tonight.
Mm-hmm.
For game 6, Carolina leads 3-2.
It'll be game 7 Monday.
I think so. No, not Monday. Probably Tuesday. Because they have to go to Carolina for game 7.
No, it'd be Wednesday. Because the Knicks game was supposed to be Tuesday.
They're going through the Canyon of Heroes. Is that what they call it?
Yeah.
In New York, the Canyon of Heroes, where the moon landing guys went through all that stuff. So yeah.
The Mets actually went.
Well, yeah, it probably what in 84 or something like that, was it?
69, yeah.
Oh, okay, it was 69. Okay.
Oh no! Wait a minute. 86 when they beat the Red
86
Sox.
when they won. Yeah.
The Bill Buckner play.
There you go, Bill Buckner. God, Bill Buckner. That poor guy. Have you seen this kid in Milwaukee pitching?
Who?
Mizorowski?
I've heard of
Brewers.
I've heard of him.
He had a 15 strikeout, 1 hitter earlier this week, and one of his pitches hit 104.5 on the gun. I mean, the kid is just, he's blowing people away.
Paul Skeens was the same thing coming in, and
yeah, but you know what? Though the Guardians beat the Tigers yesterday with Paul Skeens on the mound, and so they won 3-1 yesterday. So big deal with Paul Skeens.
That's okay. We swept your asses this week, so
I know you did. Yes, I know. You did freak us, yeah.
After you were bragging about your 2 out of 3,
and you did it in Cleveland too, so you do even more.
You're bragging at 2 out of 3.
Now Jose Ramirez is in the 10-day IL with a broken wrist. So
yep.
We lost 3 players.
And now the White Sox. The White Sox are in first place.
Not anymore. No, they're still half a game behind.
Okay, well they're about to take over because if
they
Ramirez
were in first place yesterday until they got beat by the Dodgers.
If Ramirez is out, you guys lose here shortly.
Yeah, I think you're right. Anyway, and let's see. And actually, the White Sox beat the Dodgers 2 out of 3 in that series. They won today. So now they're tied with the Guardians in that division.
How about the White Sox being the laughing stock of baseball?
They were the laughing stock a year ago. Yes, they were. They were just. I mean, they lost over 100 games last year, for goodness' sake.
and now they're
leading the division this year.
Yep. It's crazy.
So.
Did you see? I think I wore this hat. Did I wear this hat last week? Check that hat out.
Yes, you did. Yes.
It says New York Ricans on it.
Yep, I see.
Knicks, Ricans.
Yeah. Right.
And then I got this pretty paper.
Well,
too.
it helps to have a certain rock star was one of your biggest fans.
Look at that.
Oh God.
Is that pretty or what? Yeah. That's some Puerto Rico shit right there.
Yeah.
Puerto Rico, baby.
You got Taylor in the house for Game 4.
See, now I didn't mind Taylor that night because she's a Knicks fan.
No.
She's a Knicks fan.
Well, she's always been a Knicks fan.
She was hanging out with Mariska.
Yes, Mariska. Yes, we all love Mariska Hargitay. We love her. My mother can't stand her, but that's because my mother doesn't have her political views.
Did you see her in Maloney the night before in Game 3?
Yeah. Yeah,
Stabler?
Chris Maloney. Yes, absolutely. They're best friends. They are.
Yeah,
they've been best friends since the beginning of SVU.
Yeah, Stabler and Benson.
That's my favorite branch off. That's my favorite branch off of the series is SVU. Because they really get into some serious freaking subjects in that show, man.
It's been around for a long fucking time.
23 years.
I think it's 24, 25 now.
And of course, Ice-T's on that show, so
Yeah, it's a great show, man. Ice-T's been on it forever.
Yep. Skubal, well, I'm not Skeens, but Skubal was the pitcher for Detroit yesterday. He didn't hit anybody, thank God. He had one start in the minors before coming back yesterday. I think he pitched maybe 4 or 5 innings.
I think it was,
but didn't really do much. Guardians still won 3-1 over them yesterday. Today's game was postponed, canceled until September in a doubleheader because of weather. The weather's going to be bad all up and down the East Coast today, which means that
which is why they might rain out that UFC.
They might rain out the UFC event on the White House South Lawn. Yeah,
that would be the ultimate godly thing to happen.
Yes. And did you see they removed his name from the Kennedy Center? There was a rainbow over DC when they were doing it.
Yes. Yes. And I'm sure there was a smile on every Kennedy's face.
Absolutely.
Except for the douchebag that works for him.
Except for the douchebag who's his health guy. Yes, I know.
Yeah.
His father is rolling over in his grave. He'd be so disappointed in his son. It's not funny. And the fact he's his namesake, it just pisses me off even more. Because he's nothing like his father. Not even close.
Who?
Robert Kennedy Jr.
Oh, yeah. No, absolutely.
His father was, his father, if he had not been killed, he would have been the next. He would have beaten Nixon in the general election in '68.
He's totally he would have totally been disgusted with his freaking kid.
Yep. I don't have a whole lot else in mind here, Elliot. We've already covered things I had on the rundown for me. We went off over Game 6 tonight. That should be a good game.
Which is getting ready to start here shortly.
Yes, 8:00. Yes. And then we went over. We don't care about the World Cup. I talked about Ramirez. We talked about Mizorowski. The kid is special. That kid in Milwaukee is special. He really is. He's tall, lanky, and he throws a friggin' rocket. He's got a rocket for an arm. But there isn't a whole lot else going on.
I could care less what else is going on. I'm on cloud 9 right now, and I'm gonna be there for maybe
until training camp, right? Until training camp. Yeah, I got you.
Hey, you know what? The thing I got to worry about now is I might have to file for bankruptcy with all this Knicks gear I'm gonna have to buy.
Spending more money than you got, huh, Elliot? Crystal's not going to help you with this one. I'm telling you right now.
Well, no, I already ordered the locker room shirt and hat.
Yeah,
the ones they wore last night.
Right.
Won't see them till August, but I
wow.
already ordered.
Well, yeah, because they got to make them first.
Yeah, and but there's some other stuff, dude. There's like this legacy belt that I'm gonna want to get. They've got like.
You're in Atlanta for business. Make your money in the business and then worry about buying toys, okay? I learned that a long time ago. Just because you've got available credit on your card doesn't mean you've got the money. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, I got some money. I got money. But thing is, though, is that if you don't get the shit now, you might not be able to get it ever.
Yeah, I hear you.
Again.
I hear you. Yeah.
You see, and this is a once in a lifetime. Honestly,
my Amazon wish list is longer than my income for the next 20 years. So, but that's all right.
Did you ever get your retirement thing settled?
What do you mean?
Weren't you supposed to get your 401k or something like that?
Yeah, I've already taken that out to pay the credit cards down. They're down significantly. I'll be able to pay a couple of them off. But I still need to watch myself because I want to get those balances down to zero on all those cards.
That's important.
So I can't go out there and spend on every little trinket I catches my eye. So I got to be smart about it.
Well, I'm just like I said. This is like once. It took him 53 years. I don't have another 53.
I was going to say it's a once in a lifetime thing because you never know if they're going to get back there again.
And especially since the last 8 years, there's been 8 different champions.
Yes.
It's like you can't repeat anymore in the NBA.
Right. I'm going to call it early tonight, Elliot, because it's 8:00. I'm probably going to bed next 30 minutes anyway, because it's been a long day and I'm tired. Hang out after the show. I want to talk to you about something before we get out of here. All right. Yeah. Thanks those that appeared tonight. I'm assuming it was just Brett, which is okay. He did. He just not enough evidence to discipline Diggs. Yeah, I know that. I don't like Diggs anyway, but that's all right. Anyway, we're gonna get out of here.
You signed some Diggs?
Yeah, he's talking about Stephon Diggs.
About him.
The NFL is not going to pursue any kind of punishment to him. So, no discipline on Stephon Diggs.
His punishment is nobody signing. Isn't that enough punishment? Nobody's signing.
Yeah, you know what? What's the one thing I was looking at here? Hang on a second.
He should just go back to Minnesota.
Something Brett posted in the group. Hang on a second. Let me get there. Hang on. Here. And go here. Okay. Believe it or not, yes, Brett does post things every once in a while that I want to that I care about. So here we go. The ESPN's top 10 unsigned free agents.
Yeah, I saw that list.
Okay. Taylor Decker, left tackle. Stephon Diggs, wide receiver, number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Joey Bosa, which is surprising, but then again, he's injury prone. Debo Samuel, your buddy Debo, is a free agent.
Which means we could get him at a bargain price if he wants to come play for us again.
Correct. Cam Robinson, left tackle. Kevin
Zeitler. people that have offensive line issues, well, I'm surprised these guys are still out there.
Because they're good. They really are good.
Yeah. Taylor Decker's good. Cam Robinson's good.
Yep. Kevin Zeitler at right guard. He's also available.
Mm-hmm.
Cameron Jordan, edge rusher. Cameron Jordan is still a free agent. No one has signed
from the Saints.
Yeah.
Right.
Jonnu Smith, tight end.
Ooh, Jonnu.
Bobby Wagner.
But you see, Wagner's getting up there.
Yeah,
he's getting up there.
And then right guard Mekhi Becton. Those are the top.
Mekhi Becton.
Yes,
he used to play for the Jets.
Yeah, he's a right guard. He's also, those are 10 really.
But
good
he's
players.
Injury prone too, Mekhi Becton.
Right. Those are 10 really good players.
That
have not been signed. Now, once training camp starts and they get into it, that might change.
Of course.
The
longer they stay free agents, the more likely it is that some team is going to get a discount.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Pretty much.
Because they'll get to the point where they're going to want to sign with the first available offer that comes there.
Yes.
And it could be a lowball offer, and they'll have to take it.
Yep. All right, so that's all I had tonight. We're going to get out of here. Congrats again to the Knicks on their World Championship, first one in 53 years. Elliot, enjoy and bask bask in the championship, my friend. You deserve
And
it.
like James Dolan said last night, hopefully it ain't gonna take this long again.
Well, as long as he's the owner, you never know, Elliot. I mean, that's all right. That's a whole.
I tell you what, though, he made a wise decision 2 years ago when he decided to hand over the reins to Leon Rose.
Yeah.
Or 4 years ago, or whatever.
Yep.
And let him do his thing.
Yep.
When Dolan stepped back, the only mistake was made in the last several years is inviting Trump to Game 3 of the NBA Finals. That was it.
Also, remember when Dolan threw out Charles Oakley back in the day?
You see Oakley that was down in San Antonio.
Oakley was in the building when they won the championship. Yes. Oakley was in the building, brother. Yes. Yes. And Patrick Ewing got to hold the trophy.
Patrick, they were all there.
They were all there. Ewing actually got to hold the Larry O'Brien trophy, man. He was all smiles, dude.
I bet you all of them were. Whatchamacallit was there too. Bernard King.
Okay.
All the old Larry Johnson. They were all there.
Yep.
They were all there. And it was just amazing. And I tell you what, the referees did everything they could to push it. Scott Foster and them did everything they could to push it to Game 6.
Right.
They fouled out Towns. They called fouls on him they shouldn't have called. They tried to foul out Anunoby.
Yep.
They tried to let Brunson get injured. They weren't calling any fouls on Wembanyama. You know what I'm saying? Very suspect, the NBA and their officiating. It was funny because somebody had put out a meme or whatever, showing a script that the NBA had the Spurs winning in 7. That they were going to win the next 3. And then Wembanyama came on, and we all know we're going to come back and win this thing. Yeah, okay.
Yep. All right, guys.
Open invitation if you want to come hang out at a parade.
All right, Elliot. Enjoy your week. We'll talk after the show. With that being said, we're gonna get out of here. Best wishes to Ken and Wayne. Hope Wayne's having fun in Reno, wherever hell he is, or Lake Tahoe, or whatever he's doing.
Tahoe.
Yeah. And Ken is home nursing his brother. His brother's sick, so Ken's taking care of him. That's why he couldn't be here tonight. But with that being said, we're gonna get out of here. On behalf of Elliot Lomba, my co-host and producer, I am the Sports Nerd. We are out. We'll be back next Sunday at 7:30 p.m. Everybody have a great week, and we'll talk to you later. Hit the outro, Elliot.
Thank you once again, Nerd Nation, for spending part, if not with this latest episode show. Please keep in mind that we do this on a regular basis every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday night. And since each night's start time is different, please check out our SNN group page on Facebook for the correct time.
No, we don't.
So until the next time we come together, Nerd Nation, on behalf of the Sports Nerd and his co-hosts,
Soon.
John Colston, Wayne Lynch, and me, Big E, may your lives be filled with all the best sports action anyone human can handle, as well as all the joy it can possibly bring you. And with all that, good night, Nerd Nation, as the time has come to say